Hi, it's Rabbi Andy from Temple Emmanuel in Greensboro, North Carolina. We're getting ready for Shabbat, which this year also coincides with the sacred observance of Halloween. And I'm standing here inside Temple, but behind me you can see over here is a sign which points in the direction of Jerusalem. In fact, Jerusalem is spelled out in Hebrew letters on the sign there. It's a newish installation that we have here at Temple Emmanuel, pointing the way of our journey, which is in the direction of Jerusalem. And that is perfect for this week's Torah portion, Lech Lecha. This is when Abraham and Sarah have the call that's issued by God, and they make their way towards the land of Canaan, the land that we know more familiarly as the land of Israel. And I just want to say, maybe you followed along the course of the past couple of weeks as together with the Jewish Federation from here in Greensboro, I traveled over to Israel. In fact, earlier this week, I was part of a Torah study group in Jerusalem with English-speaking rabbinic colleagues. I'm very grateful to my classmate and dearest friend, Rabbi Susan Silverman, for inviting me to that get-together. But suffice it to say that this week's Torah portion is about the journeys that we take in our life. Those moments where we know that much more than the destination is what we learn along the way. And sometimes we learn things that we never could have expected. We learn maybe because something positive happens, or maybe because we're encountering a challenge in our lives. But we come out of it having grown one way or another. And that's, by the way, what I felt taking this most recent journey to Israel. And that's what I hope that each of us does in our journeys along the way. So maybe you want to comment here by just talking about a particular journey in your life, or how you feel you're on the journey right now. But as we head into this Shabbat, and maybe feel ourselves taking a deep breath, let's also consider what we learned along life's path and how we're called forward. Had Abraham and Sarah just stayed where they were, who knows? They might just have been footnotes in history. But they made the journey, and that made all the difference. And I hope that's the case for you too. Shabbat Shalom.